everyone, it's Missy. So I have the Back to the Roots Windowsill tomato planter, and I purchased this at Walmart. You could probably purchase it at other retailers like Target or Amazon, but I purchased this on clearance last year. I haven't tried it out, but I want to try it out, unbox it, and see exactly what's all inside. If you turn the box to the side when you're in the store, you'll see everything is supposed to be included to grow a cherry tomato plant on your windowsill. So it has the seeds, the mason jar, the fertilizer, and the potting soil. So what I'm gonna do is, I see you open it over on this side. Let's see what we have on top. So this Tiny Tim tomato seeds, which I have purchased and grown in some of my Miracle-Gro, like the Arrow Garden and the MG12. So it doesn't surprise me that I see this seed, because it grows the smallest plant, a cherry tomato plant that I know of anyway. So again, if you can buy the Tiny Tim tomato seeds on Amazon, I've done that and they work out just fine. The mason jar is actually fairly big. That would be equivalent to, I bet you, 1.5 quarts. It looks bigger than a quart, but then it has a different shape than the jars I'm used to canning with, but it definitely is a good size jar, and it did take up the size of the box easily. And then on the inside, this is the fertilizer. So it's it's one of those, what do you call it? Fertilizer spikes. And there's actually 2 of them in the package. So that would be a fertilizer that would be long lasting. See instruction card for fertilizer directions. Oh, here we go. Fertilizer spikes. They're save me for later. Okay, so that makes sense. You wouldn't put this in until you actually had the plant growing. Yeah, okay, so it's not a quick fertilizer, it's a slow release, and that's perfectly fine. Then I have, looks like a Back to the Roots sticker. Here we go. I wonder if you're supposed to put that on the jar, because I don't see anywhere on this jar where it has the sticker, so I'll just place it right there. It looks kind of like a, there we go. And if you look at the box, it actually has the Back to the Roots sticker. And when I took the jar out, I didn't see it. So you get to put your own sticker on. If you don't want a sticker, that's okay. The jar doesn't come with one. Another thing is, okay, so they give you a little thank you card, hoping that you appreciate their product, and also looking for, I'm sure, positive review. So always get one of those. And then here is the instruction booklet, which is always at the very bottom of the box and the last thing I grab. So yeah, what's included: mason jar, seeds, and then of course the fertilizer spikes. And then what we need is, of course, water and a sunny window or grow light. And then they give you the basic instructions on how to grow this. And really, I mean, they have nice pictograms and everything for a kid to do this as well. Basically, they recommend a 1/4 cup of water twice a week, or when the soil appears dry. And when you start out, you add 1 cup of water to the soil. You sprinkle 6 to 8 seeds and push each 1/4 inch into the soil. Place planter in sunny window that has 8+ hours of direct sunlight, or grow under a grow light. Keep soil moist by adding a 1/4 cup of water twice a week. Place lid on top of planter in between waterings until seedlings appear. This increases humidity and aids in germination. Seeds will germinate in about 7 to 10 days. So if you look at the top of the lid, there are air holes punched into the lid, which is very good. And I wondered if they wanted you to use, and it's not really a mason jar lid. This would be a commercial grade canning lid. There's a special term for this, but it has the locks on it. So definitely could not use this jar for canning, even though it's called a mason jar. It would be for commercial canning, not home canning. But what I'll do is I'll grab a cup of water and get the soil moist. All right, so I have my 1 cup of water. I'm just gonna pour that into the jar. And then I have my Tiny Tim tomato seeds. Just gonna, they didn't look like too many in here when I opened up the package, but we'll see how many I got. Well, that's all of them. So you have a good dozen seeds, and it says to put in 6 to 8. So I'll just take and put half of these into the jar because it almost looks like I have 16 seeds. First, I'm just going to take my fingers and kind of level it out. The only thing that concerns me is that there's going to be no drainage with the water. So you're going to want, if you have a jar like this, you're going to want to make sure that you watch that you don't overwater. I'm just going to make some finger indents of where I want to put my seeds. Here we go. And actually, 6 to 8 seeds, I mean, that seems like quite a few for a jar even this size, but I'm sure they just want to cover all bases. And when I grew Tiny Tim tomato seeds in the MG12, they didn't need staking or anything. They were able to hold themselves up, which was great. All right, so I have my seeds planted. And I'm just going to replace the lid on the jar, like the instructions say. And I'm going to be waiting a week to see if anything germinates. I'll give you another video to see exactly the progress of this, because I kind of have a little bit of my doubts, because this has been sitting for about a year, and the seeds might not have enough vigor left in them to germinate too well, so I might have to replant, but we'll see how this all goes. But I'll give you an update in the next video. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.